Oh, well, hey, babe. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. I have a few things for us to talk about today, so make sure that you're coming into the video. You're showing your support by liking the video and also subscribing to the channel if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, okay? We do have a few things to go over, so let us, without further ado, go ahead and get right on into it, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is Miss Keiarna Stewart. All right, and Miss Deborah. All right, Miss Deborah Williams. Now, it looks like Miss Keiarna had decided that she was going to sue Miss Deborah over the altercation that happened over on Real Housewives of Potomac. When Ashley, Darby, and Gizelle Bryant were having their whole, athleisure fashion show. Yeah, these ladies ended up getting into it. So Keiarna has decided months later that she feels like justice should indeed be served, and she is suing Miss Deborah for $10 million. Now, for me, I did feel like that was a bit of a stretch. Now, I don't know what her attorneys may have told her to make her feel confident to go forward with the $10 million lawsuit, but that's what it is that she did. And what's even more interesting is that Deborah is coming back, and she said, okay, fine, I'm with you. Okay, it's like they playing poker or something, because here it is. Mr. Borden came back and hit her with a $7 million counterclaim. And this is all according to TVDs, all right? They're saying according to Deborah's counterclaim, Keiarna is the real villain. In the reality drama she has brought before the court, Miss Stewart is not the victim. In fact, she's the villain. In the true story, Miss Stewart is not the protagonist. She's the antagonist. The facts will show that Miss Stewart, with her insatiable desire to be known, orchestrated all the events outlined in her own complaint and in the counter complaint. Now, first of all, girl, listen, that's crazy to me, considering the fact that this woman was new to the show. She was invited to be at this event, and you also were invited to be at this event, and it sounds to me that you and Ashley came up with a scheme. It was a scheme that y'all set up to come to Candiace with the BS. To me, it was a scheme that y'all orchestrated. You orchestrated all of the events that was outlined in that girl's counterclaim, okay, counter complaint or whatever, and her complaint. So it's like you the one that did that. You came there with, the understanding that you was going to come from Miss Candiace. All right. And Keiarna was not about to let that happen. You were acting a bit irate, and she was trying to stop the situation from happening, to which you then assaulted her. Now, granted, I do believe Keiarna pushed her back, but I feel like that's a typical separation thing. Like, hey, get back, stop what you're doing. Okay. But, I don't know how the judge is going to rule on this, but the wording that the attorney put is very messy. I could see this case also being thrown the hell out. All right. They go on to say, and in the end, the court will see, indeed, the country will see, that Miss Williams is the innocent party who has been severely damaged by Miss Stewart. Girl, this is one thing that Deborah is great at, but not that great at. But this is one thing that she tries a lot, in my personal. You try to play the victim in situations that you create for yourself. That's interesting. Now, while Keiarna is seeking a shocking $10 million in the case, Deborah is being slightly more reasonable with her counterclaim. Now, see, TVDs, this is the only issue I be having with y'all. I guess y'all be having personal relationships with some of these people, because let you tell it, you gave us a whole different story last year when this whole altercation went down. You just gave us different information than what it was, and we could tell that you was having a conversation with one of the producers that didn't, like, what was being reported was not what was shown on video from somebody else's cell phone footage. I don't know if y'all didn't think nobody was recording or something, so because the cameras went down, we wouldn't be able to see, so y'all were able to put a narrative out there. But this is just really interesting. Okay, so according to the docs, they're saying the Real Housewives of Potomac star is looking for $3 million plus punitive damages plus interest and costs for the assault and battery. In response to count 1, assault and battery, when it comes to count 2, intentional infliction of emotional distress, Deborah is seeking a judgment in that amount of $3 million plus fees, but is also looking for $1 million and cost for defamation. How did this woman defame your character when she didn't even say anything? And even after the incident, you made sure you got on social media and taunted her. How does that make any sense? Okay. That is crazy. That is crazy work to me. Wow, wow, wow. And I wonder if the judge is going to throw this out because listen, with all of this altercation that happened, all this assaulting and things that took place, I don't think anybody pressed charges. I don't know if that's necessary, maybe not, for a civil suit or anything like that. But I feel like if Keiarna would have decided, which I think she should have, press charges on Deborah for assaulting her, I think you would have an even better claim so the judge can know just how serious you're taking this, that this young lady has been charged for her actions. Okay, so now she's in trouble. You know what I'm saying? With the law, she got a legal record now. Possibly, unless she could get the charges dropped in some capacity. Then I would have turned around and sued her. It's okay. So I don't know, y'all. This is crazy. Now, Miss Keiarna, is this a part of your storyline for Real Housewives of Potomac? Will you be holding a flute or are you still a friend of the show is what I'm wondering. This is just interesting. You guys can leave your thoughts about this situation down below. And let me know if you feel like Keiarna should have sued Deborah and whether or not you think the $10 million was actually worth it. Like, do you feel like the assault that took place on her was worth $10 million and she should be awarded that? Let me know your thoughts about Deborah deciding to counterclaim, right? And sue her for defamation. That's interesting. Okay, defamation, emotional distress, and suing her for $7 million. Y'all let me know what y'all like. I mean, you don't have to really rock with a side, okay? You don't have to really choose a Keiarna or a Team Deborah or anything. But I'm just wondering what you guys make of this entire situation. It's crazy. I mean, some part of me definitely wants Deborah to get her just due, girl. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, because you ran up, got done up, and you came there with the intentions of showing your ass from the moment that we've even seen you on this show. You came up there to show your ass or whatever. So I do feel like you should get a bit of punishment. But then at the same time, if it's thrown out, it is what it is. I feel like they're going to meet the same fate as Candiace and Monique did with their situation. I think Candiace even sued Monique. I think Monique may have countersued. Don't quote me. I know the Monique stands will let me know. But I think she may have countersued. And because you guys were a part of this television show, it was, dismissed. Right? Same thing with Deborah. Although Deborah did not sign up to be on that show, she just happens to be a guest, right? That came to an event and ended up attacking a cast member of the show. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but good luck. We'll have to wait and see how all of that is going to play out for the ladies. Ultimately, in the end, I'm not interested in seeing Deborah back on Real Housewives of Potomac. So this definitely will not be her end or her way to slide back into the show. And I'm also okay if this is not a part of Keiarna's storyline and that she just this is just something outside of the show and you just keep that mess over there. Okay. So anywho, y'all let me know your thoughts and comments down below.